see if this works. Awesome. Right, we're live on YouTube. First time in a while. See if it loads on my phone, and then we can get going with the runs. Awesome. Alright, it's a fun. I was getting quite consistent at this level a bit earlier, so let's see if I still remember how to play it. Good start. Got to the checkpoint first time. There you go. Got a pace first time as well, damn. Come on, first try on stream. Pace. First run of the day, come on, be the 66. Oh my god, it's like my fourth best pace of the day on my first run. Come on. No! Oh my days, that was 67 pace at least. Ah! Oh my days. That was almost crazy. Almost crazy. Right. We take that though. Right, let's see if I can actually access the chat on my phone. Seems to be bugging out. Bro. YouTube is so bad on my phone. That was literally pace on the first run of the day though. And nobody saw. Poggers. But it's fine. Give it 2 minutes and people will arrive. But no, that was really cool. First run on stream. Already got to pretty much the end. Like, if I didn't choke that ground pound right at the end, if I just slid on the slope properly, that pretty much was 67 pace. Not quite 66, I don't think. Right, let's just kill myself off real quick. I assume it's working, but my phone is kind of bugging out, so I just hope I'm not missing anything in chat, but I doubt it. Let's hope I'm not as a Papega as when I played on Twitch a few days ago as well. Sometimes I play pretty good on stream, but yeah, I mostly just keep to myself when I do these ILs, so I'm not normally the best at focusing and reading chat at the same time. But with this level, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to be a Papega most of the time like that. Rad, you missed the first run of the demo. I literally had a 67 pace, which would have been the PB, like on the very first run of the stream. It was pretty cool. But yeah, welcome to the stream. I realized you didn't catch the Twitch one last time, so I thought I may as well do it on YouTube. Now this level is really cool. Now I want to show you some of the strats I found, Rad. For 68, honestly, I thought I'd been overrating it the last 7 months. Very underrated run. Very underrated run. I actually think if it wasn't for the new strats, like, because I've only tied it and I've been at this for about 7 hours or so, but I've had a bunch of 66 paces and, you know, a lot of like flat 68. So like it's, you know, 67's happening, but in terms of the run itself, considering I found a 1 second time save and I haven't been able to beat it yet, it was a very cooked run. Thanks for the good luck, Toadmaster. Nice to see you in stream. But no, it was a really good run, the 68, and I've looked back on it again, and my god, I had a really good, like, tower section in that run. So, it's just about trying to match that to get the 67, and then, of course, the 66 should be fine. Hey, gamer, oh my gosh, this is why I should be streaming on YouTube. I see all these familiar faces. Nah, it's great to see you guys. You know, my YouTube channel is dead anyway, I keep losing subs, so no harm doing a stream on this. I should not be taking damage there though. Gonna have to grab the checkpoint. So that's the new strat. Basically, I think it's allowed because it's a slope boost. It's not a crouch boost. But yeah, that's what I'm trying. Oh my god, pace. Oh my god, a bonk though. This is 67 now. Oh, and that's slow. Still 67 pace. Just shows that 66 is what I should be going for, not 67, because this run's not that good. Yeah, probably 68 though. Yeah, the strat's pretty cool, isn't it? It's basically 1 second faster if I do it right. So basically, the way I want to land just here, because then I get a minimum. Literally, I'm basically getting an edge crouch if I can land just there, and then I can get to that platform about 1.5 seconds quicker. But the problem is then the cycles are all out of sync compared to the 68. So it is faster, but it is a lot more challenging as well. You hate Champions Road. Well, congrats on getting 118, but you're going to tie Luigi Master soon. So don't worry, Toe Master. You will get the 116 eventually. I believe in you, buddy. Oh my days, I can't even wall kick properly. No stream delay, nice, that's good. But yeah, the progress, I don't know, I really should have got a 67 by now, but like, I don't really care because I'm not going for 67, so... Although, like, I've already been at this for about 6 hours, you know, normally I would expect, because I think 67's only going to be, like, probably rated slightly higher than the old 68 was, which just goes to show I was underrating the 68, because I found a time save, and, like, I've only really knocked it down, like, half a rating point. So... I reckon if I was to get 67, it's pretty much the same rating as like my 8-6, so like my top 25 or so. But all I want to make it poetic is to get the 66, because that will be the second time in a row I've cut 2 seconds. And it will also mean that it's back as my top 8. And basically every time I get a new PB here, it becomes my top 8. So I really like that story element of it. If I can damage there at 364, I'm on decent pace. So this is looking good. Come on, 355? No, not quite. About half a second slower than the run I had earlier. I had a run earlier which was insane pace. This is bad. Timing. Okay, 339. So this is a classic case of like 68 pace, maybe. Maybe just about 67. If I get into... Oh, maybe. 67 PB. To start the stream off. Nah, 68. I've had a bunch of like 3 endings get me 68. Honestly... I don't know, I thought 2 endings should be free if you have speed entering the box, but I looked at my 68 and it was a 44 frame. That's why I had a 2 ending. So it's going to be hard to get the 66, but I reckon it will be like my top 8 or so. Yeah, I heard you got 118, Toe Master. Well done on that. But as I said, you're more than capable. I've seen like parts of your run. You can get a 116 or a 115. So yeah. But as they say in Spain, I think, muy bien, muy bien. So I don't really know Spanish. I know French, but no, well done, mate. And yeah, GG the other day as well on that 9-2 run, Rad. And of course your 5-178. That was a really nice tie. But yeah, 9-2 is a very hard level. Like, to put it into perspective, like... I'm pretty sure Luigi Master has... I mean, I didn't know because he's quite secretive on his grinds, but I'm pretty sure he's put about 2-3 hours into it. And he hasn't told me any time he's got yet on 9-2. Like, I think he just doesn't want to, like, challenge it at the moment. I think he's, like, it's one of the only times of mine he's scared of facing. So, he said if I wanted, like, a top 10, which he would not tie, he said if I beat my 9-2 run, he would literally leave it alone, pretty much. So, I could do that at some point. Another run which held up really well. I've had to buff it. He said he took 3 hours today to tie my 4-4. And he said 4-4 was very tight. He said that, you know, you couldn't see 47 happening. I personally can see 47 happening because I think there's a few strats which may be theoretically possible which should allow the 47. But he said with what we know at the moment, the 48's really good. So I buffed that back up to my top 7. And I put it above 6-2, and I've also changed 5-7 a bit, and I've buffed it even more because, like, honestly, like, as much as I want to not create a new tier for it because like 1-2 is already kind of its own tier, I kind of think it is even a tier above 1-2. Like, it's, I don't know, maybe I'm glazing it at the moment, but I was worried about putting it in like a tier of its own because I was worried that like some of the Wii U runs on the catsuit were like better than 5-7. But Luigi Master has pretty much turned around and said to me yesterday that he reckons that 5-7 39 is better than literally almost all, if not all of his catsuit runs on Switch. So yeah, Luigi Master's been cooking me at my own category gamer. So he's not like, he did Mario Percent a few years ago, like, you know, and managed to get like seconds, like when MiRaze used to do it back in the day. But no, he's been doing my category gamer, and he's pretty much cooked everyone. So the current active players in the category are Rad Gamer, King Galumba, Luigi Master, and myself. And like me, Rad, and Galumba are all fairly even. Like we all take a similar amount of time to get times. You know, because a lot of our runs are really impressive. Like Rad Gamer tied my 6-643 the other week, which was, I still think, is in my top 5. Very, very good run. And he took, to be honest, I think you took slightly less time than me, to be honest, to get it. But, you know, we all take, like, multiple hours to get a run. Whereas Luigi Master, like, I had a 28-hour grind on 2-434, which, in my opinion, is, like, one of the best runs in the category. Still, I don't care how, but he just knocks it out in, like, an hour. Like, Luigi Master is just built different. It's, like, you're facing a robot at that point. I mean, you say that, Rad, but you literally don't put any time in the category and you're able to, like, get really good runs. Like, you don't realize that, apart from, like, 6-643, like, all the runs above that, for me, because that's, like, my top 4 at the moment, all the runs above that, for me, took me over 10 hours. Like, and to be honest, 2-4 took me 28. I'm not even going to talk about 11-6, because that took me way too long. And then, you know, I don't know. I kind of moved 9-5 back to top 3 because Luigi Master's adamant it's better than 6-7. Like, he's not budging it in this ranking. And you kind of just got to listen to Luigi Master on that because none of us are good enough at 6-7 to take his word for it. Like, he's literally tied. Like, he's got effectively a tied world record with Itemless Toad on 6-7. Because the only person who's beaten that time is him with Katsu. And he's like 1 second off it. But we just got to take his word for it that that run's not as good as 9-5. And, like, fair enough. Like, 9-5 is my best level. So maybe me taking half the amount of time to get 9-5 compared to my other top 2 and top 3 is just indicative of me being really good at it. But, I don't know. I kind of just feel bad that whenever, like, 1-1 was my top 1 or, like, 9-5, I just felt really bad because I kind of want my top 1 to be one I set myself. And not just tied. But, you know, 9-5, 38. I mean, I know you still rank it very highly as well. I've seen you rank it as your top 4, so. Great Speedia. Thanks, Karen. Good to see you in the stream. I am definitely trying to be speedy. But yeah, as I was saying, Gamer, yeah, Luigi Master is just too good at everything. Like, he pretty much cooks me in this category, then he'll cook somebody in, like, any percent. And then you'll literally be hoarding a 380 BTT and release it, and it's like 24 minutes faster than anyone else. You know, it's just... So the fact that I'm able to, like, beat him sometimes and, you know, tie most of his times, I'm quite happy with that. I'm happy just playing second fiddle to him, and, you know... At the end of the day, yeah, you can easily say, oh, well, I've had 4 years on this category and this, that, the other, but I've sort of been on this category by myself for, like, 3 of those years, and then... I kind of just gave all my strats away to other people so they could catch up to me. And, you know, I'm fine with that. I'm fine putting in the hours to find strats and then people tying the times and improving it. Because I just want to see how low this category can go, really. Because I really like the Wii U catsuit runs. But the Switch, you know, I don't know. Some of the Switch 100% runs and itemless runs and all that stuff look really cool. But the Tanuki stuff just drives me mad. I just really wanted a category where I actually do the levels, like, you know. And even now, like, this is category, I'm doing these massive skips, but I'm still playing 7-5, effectively, like, 7-5, you know. And I know they kind of do it on the Switch as well, but I've seen the tasks for, like, the Switch. Like, you can skip straight to the end, or even on this level as well. So, like, there will be a time where somebody just gets a sub 30-second time, where they get to the top of the tower, and they somehow get right to the end. And, yeah, the Switch is well and truly dead when that happens. But, you know, in the meantime, just having fun on this category, really. Got a nice plan. of what I want to do levels rise. I know Galoomba's working on a project at the moment, which I'm going to start helping him on after I get this time. And that will be, I think, I mean, I would have said top 1, but I don't know. I've kind of buffed 5-7 again, because it did take Luigi Master 8 hours, which, again, it's only 8 hours, but for him, that's like his longest grind ever, so I kind of give him the benefit of the doubt that it's a really good time. So I think it'll be top 2. But yeah, Galoomba and I are working on 1-333, which honestly will be insane. Ginkalumba, he almost made it. He stayed at 45. What level is this, Toadmaster? 45. I'm just trying to think what run that is. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying my best at this at the moment. Is Katsu even used at all on Switch? Yeah, you're right. It is still used, gamer. Like, there will be some runs which use it. On the whole, though, anything which is straight line is Tanuki. As a rule of thumb. And anything which is a bit more technical is probably Katsu. But even then, like, you know... I mean, hot take, but... It's not even a hot take at this point. Itemless is pretty much as fast as Katsu. Oh, 1-2. Oh, yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah, Toadmaster's actually absolutely right. Galoomba almost got a top 1. Because I think we all agreed that 1-2, like, 1-245, we rated as top 2 when he got it. Even so, in hindsight, it probably should have been, like, top 8, top 9. But he was not too far away from 1-244. And I think I got pretty close with 11-6. I still think that 11-6 would be top 2, top 3 today if it just didn't have that stupid ending. Because I put like 60 hours into that, and like I was getting some really cooked runs, like, you know, which I think Luigi Master would have really struggled to tie. But yeah, you're right. 1-244 would have been top 1 for sure. But 1-333, like, I already know Galoomba's made really good progress in the last few days. Like, he's done a lot of 34 droops. He's got the new fastest run on 1-3, which beats my 472 pipe from, like, last year. So, we're making steady progress. You wouldn't do any percent. Yeah, any percent on Wii U is probably the hardest category. If you wanted to do Mario percent, like, Spongy's thinking of coming back to it before he gets back into the IL scene. He's thinking of starting off with Mario percent, because honestly, that's a really good way to just improve your movement. And honestly, Rad, I think you would absolutely decimate that category. You know, you can use crouch jumps. You know, the tech has moved on so much since Ray's 154. And, like, Ray's would even say it himself, like, his 134 itemless, which, again, has been beaten by multiple minutes, is a lot better than his 154 Mario percent. Like, he's getting carried by that warp. They save, skip, save about 2.5 minutes as well. It's an incredible run at the time, but, like, back then... Yeah, it was my best run. Like, you know, 159, 48 Mario percent using only one warp. And it was probably, like, you know, arguably almost as good as Ray's 154 when you adjust it. But, like, back then, I was, what, getting 3-360 as my best run? Or, like, 1-251. And, like, they were really good runs at the time, but movement tech is, like, so much better now. Like, I reckon the problem is, though, I'd have to adjust to doing RTA again, because I'm so used to just throwing away runs and just not caring. That's what ILs are all about. Like, 90% of the runs fail. But I don't know, I think I'm a lot more consistent than most in the IL scene. Like, especially on 2-4, like, towards the end of the grind, I was getting, like, paces every 2-3 minutes, which is pretty incredible because it was a really hard grind. Of course, if you're Luigi Master, you only need to get, like, 2 paces and then somehow you get the run. But, you know, we already know he's built different at this point. That jumps hard. Wish I was nearly as good as you as speedrunning. Oh, thank you, Karen. That's very kind. I mean, I'm not really... It's a shame you didn't see the first run on stream, because I almost... Actually, I've got 168 so far on stream, but... Yeah. Most of my runs... What you'll find, Karen, is most ILs, people will end up failing the run, and only, like, the best run will be shown after, like, 10 hours or so, but... That's why a lot of people seem to like full game runs, because whilst they're not playing as fast... people will be a lot safer in order to try to finish the level. But, yeah, I'm just taking a lot of risks at the moment to try to get a PB. This run's quite slow, but, you know, I'll try finish it. I think this could be a 68 still. I should need to practice this section, really. Yeah, 352. If I can 68 this, then my run earlier was definitely 66 pace. I had a 355 last Keycoin rad. I wish I can pull up that run. It was the most insane run I've ever seen on this level, but it wasn't to be, unfortunately. I mean, this is what, a 69, so yeah. But I'm not getting any speed out of that last walk box. Yeah, GG on that sub 2 from 2021. Yeah, thanks. I mean, the fact that Spongy couldn't beat it last year, I think it's held up really well. Like, it's still the fastest run using that route. Because Ray's has a 201.16 when adjusted for save skips. And Luigi Master has a 200.16 when adjusted for save skips. So I'm about 30 seconds faster than Luigi Master on that route. But honestly, I could probably beat that time by about 5 minutes or so now. Like, we got a lot better at the game since then. But, you know, it's held up a lot better than, like, my IL times. Like, I imagine I would take probably a few weeks to beat it. But once I start beating it, like, you know, because there's so much stuff I can add. I honestly think, I don't know, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, but I think, like, the 8-6 tech, which saves, like, a minute over what I used to do back then, and the 4-4, the skip and stuff, I reckon that is almost RTA viable. And if I can use that in runs, that's already saving, like, 2 minutes. And then movement's just faster in general. I mean, it's just whether or not I want to do on Mario. Oh, your best time on 1-1 is 38. That's really good. That's really good. Is that on the Switch? Is that on the new Nintendo Switch version? Because that's still, like, a really top time. You know. Because, again, I think, yeah, I mean, I make my records on the Wii U, which is a slightly slower version, but not, you know, not much slower. I think I've got 37 itemless, and to be honest, I think I've got the same time with items, because I don't really use Catsuit on this game. I know Catsuit's a bit faster, but I just like doing runs like this. Oh, okay. Oh, it's your son. Okay, fair enough. Well, that's even more impressive then. Because, I mean, the current fastest runner of the game, Luigi Master, I think he started when he was 9 or so. And he's now, what? He's like 16, 17, so he's been playing the game pretty much like 8 years now, which is why he's so good. But, no, that's... You know, I don't know. I mean, I picked this up a few years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago, and I don't know. I've just sort of wanted to do my own thing. I've never been the best runner, but I just like having fun with this game from time to time as like a hobby. Here we go. Okay, this is all right pace. And that's really impressive then if he's getting that time already. Because this game isn't easy to speedrun by any stretch. At least I'm getting consistently to the checkpoint now. That's good. Just trying to get this... Oh, got the boost that time. Didn't get the checkpoint though, so this run's probably dead, but got a lot of speed. So if I can finish this run, I've got a chance. Oh my god, I actually had so much speed that I was able to skip that cycle. That's good. Oh no. That could have been pace, but we'll see. I'll see if I can finish a run now. I mean, I finished a 68 and a 69, but... You know, I haven't even got 67 yet. I mean, I'm kind of just risking everything on these runs. I could probably finish a lot more, but... I want to skip straight to 66 if I can. It's always fun to, like, cut 2 seconds in one go off a time, especially nowadays, because I've been at this game so long now that most of my times are pretty much optimized. 2-137. Oh, wow, that's... 2-1's a very tricky level, so that's very impressive. Well done. Well, like, that's probably even better than 1-138, so fair play on that. Because, yeah, it's... You know, quite a tricky level to get right, especially when you're going for like under 40 seconds. Anyway, got the speed. Here we go now. This is a good run. Oh, I had to damage there though. Oh dear. I could have saved that still. I reckon I've got a chance of skipping straight to 66, but the thing I'm worried about is entering this last box here, because on my 68, I managed to get the end, like a 2-second ending, which is difficult, you know, because you sort of need a lot of speed entering it, and you also need to enter the box in quite a high decimal. Because I've got a lot of 335 boxes, which I thought I might be able to get 67 on, but, you know, I'm still stuck on 68 at the moment, so, yeah. 3-127 as well. It sounds like you got some really good times there, Grayson. So, well done on that. And that's the thing I like about speedrunning. Like, as much as you compete with other people as well, and, like, for me, especially when I always get beaten by Luigi Master, it's easy for me to, like, feel disheartened when, you know, I spend, like, 5 times as long as he does on a time, and then he, gets the same time as me in, like, 1 hour. But, I don't know, at the end of the day, the main opponent is yourself. You just got to try to beat your best times, and if you can keep improving, that's just the main thing, really. Like, maybe a few years ago, I would have had the time to keep up with somebody of that caliber, but nowadays, I'm just happy doing this in my spare time from time to time, and, you know, putting a few hours in. And then, you know, trying to compete with the best, I guess. But, you know, I think this year, like, most of the times I've got this year are, like, my top 10 all-time times. So, I'm just really happy with how I'm playing at the moment. Even so, that was very slow. But no, I think for me, like, I'm really glad I started, you know, I stuck with, like, itemless, you know, doing it with just Toad and not the cat suit and all of that shenanigans, because I think for me, when I initially joined the game, like, I was getting times in, like, the 60 seconds or, like, the 70 seconds on 1-1, and, you know, when you see the record is, like, 25 seconds or something, or I think it was 27 back then by Shunji, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to get anywhere near that, so sort of creating my own category and then slowly whittling my times down year on year. You know, it's giving me more motivation than just being like 40 seconds off world record and thinking like, okay, I'm never going to be able to match that. So, I don't know. It's just setting your own goals, really. It's like yeah, I'm just not doing that well there. Anyway, hopefully I can get a PB soon. Because as much as it is, well, I say it's probably fun to hear me rambling about at times, but it probably isn't. But it will be nice if I can get a good run to show you guys on stream. Unfortunately, this is not going to be one of them, because this is a bad pace. But if I can get a good pace, I'll try to finish it. It's just a lot of us, especially when you're playing like itemless, like, you can't really defend from these enemies towards the bottom of the tower, so I kind of just hope that I'm on a good enough pace to avoid some of them, but I can't really afford to slow down if I'm going for 66, because it's going to be a pretty tight time, so I just got to do my best, really, and yeah. I didn't even catch that message, Rad. You're going to try Warpless before you try Mario Percent. Honestly, that will be the best way to introduce yourself to Mario Percent. I still think Mario Percent Warpless is the best category in the whole of the Wii U. Like, it was the category I started on, you know. And, like, the record there of, like, 2 hours, 10 minutes is really beatable. Like, I could probably sub to that now. Like, get that under 2 hours. I might even try to do that first, to be honest, before I add the warps. Because, you know, it's a bit janky having to do shell jumps in 1-2 and, you know, especially 4-2 warp. Like, you know, I still haven't done that in a run because it's just so hard. So I think doing warpless is probably the best way to do it. And I think I'll definitely make a new segmented for that, because I think I can get that down to like a 1 hour 50, I think, on the segmented. Right, okay. Enough talking, let's get this run now. This is going to be the run, I'm calling it. Or not. Okay, let's see what I can do though. This could still be a 67. Okay, not the worst. Had better runs earlier, but you know. Okay, yeah. Okay, this is decent. This is 67 pace. 354. Ah, there's that last enemy. If I can, to be honest, yeah, I got to be a bit slower if I want to catch him out. So I'm gonna have to get there actually a bit quicker and somehow avoid him, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to avoid. Yeah, I'm going to be careful on that. But that was close. I think that would have been a 67. That was a pretty solid run. Yeah, that jump's pretty tricky though. The problem is on my old 68, when I got to that point, the seesaw was tilted down. It was a lot easier to get that jump. But now there's not really much margin for error. So, well, that's the problem. Like, you know, if I'm going for a faster time, I've got to, especially on a cycle-based level like this, I've got to be prepared for it to be harder, really. But, you know, it's quite a fun level. I don't mind spending a bit of time on it. It's definitely one of my favorite levels. I think on the Nintendo Switch version, it was one of the only levels I liked, really. I think I've still got the record on Itemless on the Nintendo Switch. I think I got a 54-second run on this. But I remember trying to go for 53 and then just ended up giving up that grind. But I could see like 52, 51 happening. But it's a really fun level. And I just love doing this jump, to be honest. It's pretty cool. Ooh. Yeah, it's slow though. It's like 2 seconds off. So maybe 68. But yeah, it's going to be hard because I'm going to have to get to the bottom without taking damage. Okay, maybe could finish this. Okay, yeah, I need to do that jump to avoid that guy there. And that's the problem. Even if I get a really good run, that box entry is going to really screw me up. Because it's so hard to, like, get into that box, maintain the speed. You got to be so precise. So that's what I'm really worried about. Because I'm going to be so nervous if I'm on, like, 66 pace and I've got to clutch that ending. But, you know, if it takes me multiple attempts, it takes me multiple attempts. I'm not expecting to get it first try, like no doubt Luigi Master would. I can imagine him getting one pace to the end and then just somehow getting 66 first time, or probably even 65, you know. But, you know, he's better than me at the game, so whatever. But I think 66 would be a really good time if I can get it. Oh, that's good. Ah! Okay, we take that. At least I can take a hit on the way down now. But this is pretty slow. Is this still 354? Ooh, I missed the key coin. Okay, let's see what pace this was, though. I have a feeling this would have been a 67. Actually, maybe even faster. What the hell? Oh, God, that's a shame. That actually could have been 66 pace. Somehow. That was really quick. That was almost a 336 box. Or am I still alive? Wait, Hilk's been here. I don't know if you're still here. I didn't actually catch some of your messages. Wait. I haven't been caught the last few messages. Sorry, guys. For some reason, my chat's been bugging out on the, Yeah, I didn't realize, Jordan. I've just been talking to myself. Oh my god, Hilk, so sorry, bro. Hey Jordan, hey Hilk, welcome to the stream. I literally thought there was no one in my stream for like 10 minutes. Like, it's been saying like 0 viewers on my phone. I've just been talking to myself. Turns out my phone's just been bugging out. Anyway, I'm on one of your favorite levels, Hilk. I remember you used to have a really good fun time on this on Switch, so... Yeah, progress has been good. Like, you saw that run, Rad. I don't know how, but that was almost 66 pace. And I had a run which was about half a second faster earlier. So, there you go. To be honest, it was a pretty solid run. But I had a little bonk. Yeah, I know. The current record uses Tanuki, but, like, Rad, like, you saw what Hilk did, right? He got the Tanuki here. He did a Tanuki boost, and he made the jump from down there. Like, what? You're still watching? That's good to hear, Grayson and Karen. Thanks for letting me know. I'm really sorry, guys. I've just been talking to myself. Like, bit embarrassing, but hey ho, haven't used YouTube streaming in forever, so you can forgive me. But no, I appreciate you guys still being here. Ah! Yeah, slow. I gotta... You saw that run? Yeah, cool. I had see, if I had 420 coins and 69 coins, that would have been the run. That's the reason I failed. But no, in all seriousness, no. I think I can get this on stream quite soon. I feel like I'm quite close. You saw the world record video? Yeah. I still remember... Oh, it's such a shame Hilks unlisted all of his runs. Or, like, privated them. Actually, I think they're still on speedrun.com, though. But I remember, like, the banging... I don't know if it was, like, Dutch tunes, Hilk. But I remember, like, some of the music you were using. Like, Finnish or Swedish songs. They were really cool. I remember vibing to those videos back in the day. I think to date, Hilk, you were the only guy... to be honest, I'm going to say it. Like, I think Show You maybe on 380 on Switch. But, like, Luigi Master has not touched that in a year. I think you're the only guy who was beating Luigi Master at anything. Like, straight up, like, he used to tell me in DMs that, bro, I can't keep up with Hilk. He gets times which I could not get. Like, he gets them in, like, an hour. It takes me, like, 8 or so. You're basically doing to him what he did to everyone else. So, like, safe to say, you might have had, like, one of the best, if not the best, IL peaks out of anyone in the game. Like, you were honestly the most cracked guy. And you're the only guy who was able to beat him. Like, maybe not now because he's evolved even on the Switch. Like, he holds every record, you know. But at one point, we thought you were going to get the sweep. And we thought that he may be left with nothing. Because he was raging about how he couldn't keep up with you. So, fair play, mate. To beat him in any category is, you know, even on something as obscure as this, like, I take every win I can get. Like, even if I bop him for, like, a day. I think at one point I got up to 6 untieds against him. I mean, yeah, it took him like a week to get rid of all of them. But, like, whatever. Like, the fact I still beat him 6 times. I'm quite happy with that. You know, I'm still quite a good runner. I remember back in the day, I don't know if you remember the itemless IL League Hilk on the Switch. Back when, like, no one knew how to run the game. So all of our times were, like, a lot worse than they are now. That was so fun. I remember drawing with Luigi Master on that. And being so happy. But, like, Luigi Master wasn't even the best, like, at the beginning. It was, like, you, Milk. Rapid was really good as well. Like, there was some, like, Rosalina specialists. And, like, they were, like... I remember, like, at the time, we were, like, blown away by how good they were at, like, 5-7 and like, 6-6. But, like, now you just look at the top runs there. They just use Luigi and they just crouch boots everywhere. Which is a shame, because back in, like, the itemless IL League days, we were just sort of... YOLOing it and just learning it as we went along, really. As I choked that, nice. Yeah. Sounds like Luigi Master. Nah, joking. That's funny, Jordan. But no, I've got plans to, you know, I know I've said like a million times I'm going to quit this game at some point. Like, you know, it's coming up to 5 years. I should probably, I mean, even if you got, to be honest, my run is better than Luigi Master's 157, Rad. Let's get that clear. He used save skips. That was 2.5 minutes faster. It's a 2 hour, 16-second run. So my run's already bopped him. But I could easily bop that 157. Like, give me like 2 days, but I don't want to do RTA. Like, and I really don't want to use Mario. Like, I really like Toad. So I'd probably do Toad %, even if it's not like official. Like, I already can't get my time counted on the leaderboards. Even so, I am a Wii U mod now, so I could do a bit of nepotism, but we'll just ignore that. I don't know why I can't get that coin. That's really annoying. But no, I've got good plans. Like, I kind of, at this point, just want to end up with, like, the best run in the game. Especially now Luigi Master's told me that his 5-739 is better than any other Wii U run he's done. That really surprised me. Like, because he literally ranked his top 50 catsuit runs. He put this new 11-636 as his best run. And he told me it took him 2 hours. And he said 5-739 is better. And I'm like, how? Like, this category is so bad. Like, how are you saying a run in this category is better than all your Wii U runs? Your rerun run's insane. But I guess they're just tight. What are save skips? So basically, Rad Gamer, you overload your Wii U with memory. And basically, there's so little memory left that your game cannot save. So every time on the Wii U you exit a level, it saves the game and it takes 2.5 seconds. So basically, if you have save skips, it doesn't save and you're saving 2.5 seconds every single level. It was quite contentious. Well, it wasn't really. Everyone used it. But because I'm on emulator, I didn't have access to that. And a lot of runners decided not to like completely make the switch if they want top runners and this, that, the other. Long story short, some people were saving 2.5 minutes for free, and some people weren't. So I couldn't really compete with him, because he's effectively getting 3 seconds a level, which for RTA is huge. You know, I mean, just think about IL, like that's like 4 in-game seconds a level. So like, you know, even Spongey's within 4 seconds of me on most IL, so, and he hasn't played the game in 3 years, so, yeah. Do you think you could beat his any percent? Bro, that would be the best comeback ever. Yo, if you could do that, that would be insane. Oh my days, Hilk. Yeah, because you're the only guy who could beat him. I think you should just come back for ILs, really. Even if you get like 1 untied IL, that would be so hype. You know. Or just join the CMU gang, emulate, and then dominate Wii U. Pog. No, but like, all seriousness, no, Hilk. It would be so cool. Even if you didn't get world record, just to see you back on this game. Because as I said, like, you were... Like, there's only 2 times I've ever seen Luigi Master get beat. I mean properly get beat. And, oh, RTA stands for Real-Time Attack Karen and Grayson. So basically what it is, right now I'm doing something called an IL, or an individual level. So I'm just trying to beat this level as quickly as I can. If I wanted to do Real-Time Attack, I want to beat the whole game as quickly as I can. So that normally takes about 2 hours or an hour and a half, but you basically have to beat every single level back to back. And as you can imagine, like, instead of like using the in-game timer like I'm using at the moment, in RTA you use an actual like external timer, so you use like a stopwatch, and then you'll try to beat the whole game as quick as you can. You have exams next month? I feel you, Hulk. I feel you. Everyone's grown up so much, bro. Like, since when I joined the community, it's amazing how far we've all come. But yeah, best of luck in your exams. Yeah, just hoard an untied sweep, Hilk, at this point. And then unhoard like 110 world records. That's the only way you're beating a Luigi Master, Kappa. But no, it's, the only 2 times I've ever seen Luigi Master beaten is Shunji completely cooked him in 2020. Like, I made the documentary on Luigi Master, but bro, I couldn't hide the fact that he got completely cooked by Shunji for like 4 months. Like, the dude was beating all of his times, and Luigi Master couldn't tie any of them. But then Luigi Master did what he did best, and then ended up beating him by the end of the year. And then the only other time is you, Hilk. Like, you completely destroyed him at the beginning of the Switch. So, yeah, apart from that, he just never loses. Like, you would have thought like a really niche category like this, where the movement is so different to like Catsuit and what he's used to. You'd have thought I'd be able to like slow him down, but maybe I'm just mid, but I don't know. I feel I'm quite good at the game. Even so, this is a really bad run. What's this? Like, this is 69 pace. Nice. At least I entered the box. So, oh no, this is 68. Like, how has that tied my PB? Like, my PB is dreadful. Oh my god. That was such a bad run. Oh my days. At this point, I'm convinced I'm skipping 67. Like, I'm not even... If I get a 67, I'm gonna treat it like it's not a PB. Like, I've had so many runs which are like 67 pace. But, you know, it shows that the old 68 was quite good. Like, that was well, I say that was barely 68, but that run was trash. But I haven't beaten it yet. And I found a second time save, so yeah. You love using live split. Yeah, I mean, Bro, that's until you do a lot of RTA, bro, mate. I guess you did Wonder, but come on, Rads. Once you... It gets old pretty quickly. You don't hear me saying, oh, I miss RTA for using Life Split. Like, I just like the timer in the top right. Like, it allows me to be mid at the game and still tie Luigi Master's best times. And, like, it's infallible as well. Like, yeah, it sometimes does some really dodgy stuff, but there's literally a countdown in the top right. Just use that. Like, don't use an external timer. I'd have to reset it every time. I'd have to watch a 2-minute cutscene at the beginning of every run. Of course, you play on the Switch, so you'd have to worry about that, but that was fun back in the day. Like, the run dies 30 seconds in, and then you have to watch a 2-minute cutscene. You don't like the... Oh, fair enough. That's why you do my category. Well, I mean, based, I guess. I mean, that's what I find a lot, Rad. Like, it's what, like, Jordan, myself, and Yandema can't relate to. But I guess it's because, like, we grew up with this version of the game. Like, this is the version, you know, which came out in 2013. We all picked it up around 2017 to 2019, 2020 sort of time. And we fell in love with this game. Which is why there's quite a disconnect between the Switch community and the Wii U community. Because a lot of us guys born in, like, you know, 2000 to 2006, who grew up with the Wii U game, we like this game. Like, we don't like the Switch game because we think it butchered the mechanics, because it's so different. And, like, you ask Preston, you ask Yandema, I mean, maybe Ray's prefers the Switch version, but he's been inactive for, like, 2 years, so, like, you're not going to get an opinion out of him. Almost all of us, apart from Ezra, who was literally just trying to be edgy, I am 100% sure, prefer the old game. Like, and the cat movement, I've never been able to master it, but I just think it's such a cool skill, cat momentum. Like, watching the runners like Preston and Yandema back in 2020 do runs on that game was peak 3D world for me. Oh, the community's trash, Jordan. You know how it goes. Like, it's dead. But the newer Raver runners, like Xylex, Cactus, you know, those guys who are leading the Switch runs, they just love the Switch version. And they hate the Wii U version because, like, I don't know. So I guess, like, you've got two sort of communities forming. And that's fine. Like, if you don't like the Wii U version and you prefer the Switch version, then that's absolutely fine. Like, you know. But there seems to be quite a bit of separation. There's not many people who like both. You grew up with the Wii U during the Switch era. Yeah, that's fair enough. But it's cool that you, like, people like you and Galumba, who are, like, from that Switch generation, have still kind of taken to this game. You know, and they can appreciate the Wii U. And yeah, it's probably because my category is a lot more accessible than, you know, a catsuit run, where you have to be really skilled. Like, as I said, I didn't do catsuit at the beginning because of a skill issue. Like, it's not like I didn't like it. It's that I looked at the Shunji's 1-127 and I'm like, I'm not getting within 20 seconds of that. Let's do my own category and compete with myself. And then try to get Luigi Master to do my category so I can at least say I've got some competition. But, like, you know, that's the thing. The Switch version is very good for, like, the newer runners because it's easy to get quite good at the game quite quickly. It's a lot faster. You can literally run and beat times on Switch. You grew up with this game on the Wii U. So you're just a traitor, Hulk. you're the Wii U generation, but you just love the Switch. And you love the most controversial aspect of the Switch. That's fair enough. That's fair. Like, I hate on the Switch too much. I do actually really like it, but I just fell in love with this category. And, like, I haven't seen the need to come back. There's lots of really good Switch runners. And, like, I mostly just wanted to do itemless. And on Wii U, on Switch, itemless is, I don't know, like, it's basically just catsuit. It's the same. Like, what's the record on 5-7 itemless? Like, 26? Like, that's just ridiculous. It's just literally the same as the item all record. At that point, there's not really a separation between the categories. So I just wanted to do this. Nah, it's cool, Hilk. Bro, I've glazed you enough this stream. I'm allowed to critique you. I've already said you're literally the only guy to beat Luigi Master, which is true. Like, you and Shunji were just on different levels when it came to your peaks. Even so, I still remember you got completely cooked by Milk in the ILLT. I don't know how, But bro, you got 5-1 or something. I remember watching that match, and you didn't win a single round. You got like 2 ties. But Milk was built different for some reason on Itemless for like the first few weeks of the game. He would have definitely won that league if we finished it. I think I would have had a good chance a second though. Like I drew with Luigi Master. I think my run, like I got most of my hard matches out of the way. I remember getting cooked by Mario Master on 11-5. I only beat him 4-2. I still remember that match because I remember everyone was like completely destroying him, like 5-1 or 6-0. And then I dropped 2 matches to him because I lost 5-5. And then he beat me on 11-5 as well. Because he used like that tech which just completely skips the whole level. And I didn't know how to do it. But that was fun. I miss those days. This is a good run. Okay, this is definitely 67 pace. Potentially 66. Oh dear, what the hell? Of course I 68'd that. Only I would find a way to not PB. But as I said, I'm skipping 67, so I don't care. I beat Ezra, so I won the league. Of course. To be honest, I still remember that match, Jordan. Bro, no offense to... Actually, I don't think there was anyone in Div 2 in this stream. So I can talk trash about that division. Until Nintensive and... Like I'm going to see Bryn on this stream. But, you know... Was Gamer? Gamer might have been in that division. Was it you and Luigi Master a tie? It might have been. I've got to look over that spreadsheet, but yeah, I know there was like a lot of us who were like really competing for second. It was only like Mario Master and Bill who were a bit out of their depth in Div 1. But even Bill, like, I think he only got 4-2'd by Luigi Master. He did very well. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you and Luigi Master was a tie or like a 3.5, 2.5 to somebody. You might have even beaten him, to be honest. I know Rapid lost 3.5, 2.5 to Luigi Master and really should have won that because he threw. But no, Div 3 was the best division. 100% Jordan. Like, our division was lit, but you versus Ezra, bro, that match was hype. And then there was other matches as well. Oh, my days. I still remember like when the Switch came out, when we did that stuff. That was so fun. Like, that was the good old days of the community, really. It's a shame like people like Rad or Galumba weren't there. But we can, you know, we got a community still. We can set something up, you know. Of course, I'd want to set it up on this category because I'm not going back on the Switch, sorry. But we could do something like the Itemless IL League on this category. I think it would be quite fun. I actually did a match with Spongy on this category when like I took a break for a bit, so I was a bit washed and Spongy was like doing this quite a lot. And I think he beat me 3.5, 2.5. So like, it's competitive. I reckon Luigi Master would probably win it, but me, Galumba would be close. Actually, just out of interest, Rad, are you familiar with how the ILLT worked? Like the format? Oh, we got another pace. How is this 67 pace? I'm actually playing good now, for some reason. Oh, come on. Really? How am I choking this? All the time. But do you understand how it worked, Brad? Because you basically had, I think, what was it? 3 bans. So you can ban 3 levels. 2 picks. And then 2 random levels. So you basically, 2 picks each and 2 random levels. So you had 6 maps. And you had, I think we gave us 5 minutes to get the best time possible on the map. Which is why I think it'd be really cool when we banned maps which basically had like really broken skips or were like auto-scrollers. To make it fair. Which is why I think it would work really well on this category. Because pretty much all the maps apart from like the auto-scrollers would be unbanned. If you were to choose a match against me, Rad, using that format, what would you pick and what would you ban? I'd be really interested because we could probably, and like, think about like what times you could get within 5 minutes on this category. I still remember I remember like they did a 100% league as well, didn't they, Hilk? They did like a competition, but I don't know if I was at like, yeah, Cactus explained it to you. Cactus for some reason, yeah, Cactus was losing in Division 2. It just shows like how long ago it was. Like Cactus is like one of the best runners in the Switch now, but he was getting cooked in Div 2. I think he almost lost in Intensive, if I remember correctly. I think he got destroyed by Bryn. Like, but that was different times back then. But of course, Cactus would probably GG everyone now. But like, what would you ban against me and what would you pick? Just out of interest. You don't know. Only 5 minutes. Like, I think I would have the advantage because I'm able to get within, like, if I wanted to, like, I reckon on this level, I could probably get a 68 or 69 within 5 minutes if I tried. Like, the last few runs of Abandoned have been 67 pace. And they should have really finished off as 67, but I just choked the ending. If I was choosing against you, I would ban... I don't know, if we're allowing the shell strat in 5-1, I'm definitely banning that. I'm not learning it. I don't care. I still don't see that as the proper way to play 5-1. Like, you can call me a boomer, but I'm going for 87 with key coins. You ban any technical level. You'd have to ban 10-2 against me, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting sub 66 within 1 minute, let alone 5. I think I'm banging out a 63 or 64, even if I haven't done the level in like a year. So you'd have to ban that, because I can glaze your PB immediately. You'd probably have to ban 9-2, because I know camera manip on it. Even so, I don't know. Maybe not. 5-1 easy dub. Yeah, I mean, I could learn shell skip. I don't count it. Like, I really think it should be keycoin that level. Like, the whole point of me doing this category was to stop people doing stupid skips. But, you know, it's not a glitch. You know, I'll allow it to stand as the record. Like, but I'm going for 87 with keycoins. Like, you know, it's just how I roll. I'm not using cell jumps because it's just not 5-1 then. It just becomes 8-2. Like, you're just basically turning it into a Plessy level. But it does require a lot of technical to do shell jumps. So, like, you know, I'm not going to turn around and say it's not a good time. Like, even if I learnt shell jumps, 78 is arguably probably more impressive than my current 88. So, but yeah, I'll ban that level. I'd also ban... Is there any other level you're cooking me at? I don't know. I know there's probably 1 or 2 levels you may be beating me at. Even so, your times page still needs to be filled out a bit. But I reckon 2-3 I might have to ban. Because I don't think you could... Actually, no, I think I can get a 33 within 5 minutes. I actually went back to it the other day and I think I got a 370 door within like 7 minutes or so. It's just, I think you're probably good enough to maybe even get a 32 within 5 minutes. And that sounds bold, but I think we've really moved on since 2-332. So I reckon you can, Oh, Jordan's headed off. I didn't even realize. Anyway, if you're still here, Jordan, see you soon. But no, I think you could beat me at 2-3. Or like any linear level. I think, no, I'd ban 1-2. I'd ban 1-2. I don't think I'm getting sub 48 in 5 minutes. I could maybe get 49 in 5 minutes, but like 1-2 46 is a hard level for me. Like, you know, that was very hard time for me to get. One of my hardest, so. And I think you could probably get that within 5 minutes, so I'm not risking it. You're going to go. Good luck on the 66. See you, Hilk. Really good catching up with you. And yeah, hopefully see you back at one point. You were such a goat back in your day, mate. It'd be awesome to see you back again. As what is this? Somehow still pace, but, you know, I don't know. How have I not got a 67 yet? Oh, my days. Good luck with those RNG key coins. Cool. You think about the any percent plan. Bro, just do ILs. Like, RTA is a lot of work. Like, I could see you getting sub 130, but people like Cactus, Xylex, they put weeks and months into it, and they still weren't able to get close to Luigi Masters any percent. It's really tough to learn it from scratch. But if anyone can do it, it's probably you. So give it a go. It will be hype as hell. Like, even if you broke into the top 10. But yeah, just I reckon, I don't know, something dumb like 9-1-19. Like, have you seen how broken 9-1 is now? Look at the can of worms you opened, Hilk. Like, they're on 20 seconds now or something ridiculous. And they're over on 20 or 21, but like it's crazy how far that level's gone. But yeah. No, back to you though, Rad. I think any other level I'll ban. And then I think pick-wise, I don't know. I've got a lot of levels which you just haven't played yet, so it'd be a bit unfair of me picking them against you. But yeah, anything vertical really or technical, I reckon I've got in the bag. I'll probably choose this level, to be honest, if you didn't ban it. Especially after I've just been playing it. I reckon, like, I don't know, 2-5 could be an interesting pick for me. Because it's aged really well, that record. Like, I keep moving it back into my top 10. Luigi Master took forever to tie it. Galoomba said he found 34 really difficult. Yeah, Razor's run just isn't that advanced. Like, it's really good for the time, but this was like 2020 rads. Or 2020, yeah, 2021, so it's really beatable, honestly. But, you know, it's RTA, so you're going to have to do a deathless run. But if you can do a deathless run and get a few skips in, I don't see why you can't beat it. Problem is, though, Ray's used save skips as well, and he used 4-2 warp. And that combined puts him at a 5-minute advantage over if you're going to do 1 warp and no save skips. Maybe even more, to be honest. So that's one thing you're going to have to work out. But, yeah, I think if you were to do, like... Because I'm mostly just focusing on individual levels now. Because I just find it more fun and relaxing. I can just vibe with you guys. I'm not stressed about losing a run. You know, if I get pace, well, whatever. I'm going to get pace, like, in 5 minutes as well. So it doesn't matter if I lose pace on a run. So this is a good run. What is that? How did I choke that so quickly? But I can't enter the pipe, man. I box consistently. Against Galoomba, if I was to... I think me versus Galoomba, because he's actually got quite a full times page now. If I only focused on the levels he's done, I think that would be a very close matchup if I was to do an itemless IL League. Even so, I do think I'm more consistent. So I think in a 5-minute format, I would be able to get... It's pretty much most levels. I think I can get like 2 seconds off my PB or 1 second off my PB within 5 minutes. There's not really any level I can think of where I would struggle. So yeah. One sec. Okay, 1 minute, guys. Right. Oh, let's actually get some paces now. Yeah, you gotta get... Yeah, I think you gotta play more levels. That's why I'm kind of... I mean, I kind of told Galoomba to start the 1-3 33 grind, but at the same time, I'd really be interested to see, like, you both challenge levels of mine, which haven't been challenged before. Because it'd be really interesting to see, like, how the second pair of eyes would look on certain levels. I'm thinking a lot like 9-2... to be honest, Luigi Master's covered a lot of my levels now, but there's still quite a lot of levels where nobody's tried them, and I think they'll be quite interesting for people to try. Keep messing this up. I reckon you can get sub 2 warpless, but it will be very hard. Like, to be honest, the record's 210, maybe not. Maybe if I practiced a lot, I could get it, but you need a warp, really. You know, yeah, I say we've improved a lot since 2021, but the 159 I did was still really good. Like, I had 1 death, I think, in 4-5, and that was it. And I played pretty good as well, so it's not the easiest thing in the world. This is a good run. Let's see if I can actually finish it. Oh, almost. Yes, YouTube is better than Twitch. As what happened there? Oh, okay, that's one way to lose a PB pace. And that's another way to lose a PB pace. Watch out, this is still a 68. Okay, maybe not now. What is that? Hey, Izzy. Based Izzy Khan. Yes, indeed, Rad Gamer. We also barely have any Switch glitchless runs. I know, you're carrying that category, Rad. You're completely carrying that category. I feel for you, bro. That's how I was on this category for like 3 years. No one doing any runs. I'm getting really consistent at the start, though. Top G streaming again. Yeah, okay, Mum. We've got dinner in 20 minutes, so let's try to get a PB before then. I mean, the fact I haven't got a 67 yet is actually laughable. Like, I've had like 66 paces, even like on stream, so... But I'm committed to just getting 66 straight away. Like, why get a 67 when I can get a 66? So I don't really care if like a 67 dies, because I'm just gonna get a 66 straight from 68. I'm calling it. But I had a pace earlier, which was definitely good enough for it. Yeah, welcome to the stream, Izzy. Oh my days. I just can't play in that section at the moment, but it's fine. As soon as I get a good run there, I should be fine. This level's really fun for me. Like, I was initially just going to get 67 and call it like a 2-3 hour grind, but I don't really care that it's taking me so much time to even get a 67. Like, I'm really enjoying this. I think I'm going to keep playing this level until I've got a really good time. Because, what, next up is 1-3 anyway. It's not like I'm going to PB there for like 2 weeks. If that, so I'm not really missing out on much. What is that? Come on. What is this? Ah. Okay, a nice 68 pace. Into death. I presume chat hasn't frozen, but it wouldn't be the first time this stream where I've missed a bunch of chat messages because I'm being a papega. So if I am ignoring your message, just... Oh no, there's still messages coming through. Did you just say cope to me? Yeah, I'll cope, Izzy. I'll cope. Fair enough. I'll just get cooked by Luigi Master anyway. It's fine. Me and Galumba will take like 6 weeks to get 1-3. It'll be the best run in the category, and Luigi Master will get it in 25 minutes. I'm calling it. That's what if he somehow cakes 1-333 though. I'm like, yeah, that's just ridiculous. Like, yeah, 2-4. I was kind of a bit like, yeah, it could be top 3, could be top 9. So I wasn't the most surprised when he got it. Even so, like, he should have really taken longer than an hour because it's really a good time. Like, I'm not a mid runner. That was a really good time, but whatever. Luigi who? Yeah, exactly. He doesn't exist. He's cringe. He's bad at the game. But no, if 1-3, okay, maybe it could be top 2. But if it's not top 1 or top 2, and he says like, if he starts saying some stuff like 9-5 is better, or something like that. If he says 9-5 is better than 1-333 after he ties it, which is inevitably going to happen, then he's delusional. Like, there's no way that 1-3 isn't top 2. Heck, I think it's top 1, to be honest. But, you know, yeah, you know yourself, Rad, to be honest, because what, your PB on 5-7 is 46, I think, on the spreadsheet at the moment. So, like, his 39 there is pretty ridiculous. I do think you could get a 42 pretty easily, though. Like, 42 is pretty free. Like, take it from somebody who's done the 40 grind. Like, 41 is hard. Like, heck, 41 is still a top time on that level. And what, he's got 39. So, don't even get me started on 40. I've actually buffed 40 the other day to, like, my top 6. I think it's that good. So, like, you know, it's definitely top 1, but yeah, I think just 1-3 is just so much. It's just the prestige behind that level. Meanwhile, this is so bad. Nice. It's still 68 pace. What's your PB on 5-7? I don't know if you've done that level yet, Izzy. It was one of the more technical levels. I don't think we did that with you. I reckon you could get 38 though, first time. You know, Luigi Master kind of washed. We both know it. I reckon you're beating his times, 100%. Like, he doesn't stand a chance against you, Izzy. Like, you said it yourself, Luigi who? To be honest, I'm surprised at this point I haven't just got Izzy to do my runs for me. It would save me all the hours. And it'll probably be faster runs as well. It's a shame Jordan's not in chat anymore. You could have bullied Jordan, Izzy, because you've actually cooked some of his times. And you cooked some of Ezra's times as well. So, if they were in chat, you could have bullied them. That would have been really funny. You say that, but on the first run of the stream, like an hour ago, Izzy, I literally almost got my PB. Like, I got a run right to the end, and it was PB pace on the very first run. So, I think you could first try this run at least. And that would be like a top 10, top 12 time, I think. Well, no, I think this is like, it's my top 8. So, like, what? That's like top 17 in the globals. Either way, I think it's better than, I think it's not. Now Luigi Master said he took 3 hours to get 4-4. I think it's not as good as 4-4 if I get 66 here. But I think it's better than 6-2. I think it's better than 6-2. And that, what? That took me 14 hours. So I'm prepared to like take a 15-hour grind on this. I'm having fun. Even so, I should have got a run by now, to be honest. At least 67 pace. But yeah, Izzy, the 5-7 level is just so you know what we're talking about. It's the one where I took like a week to do it, to like tie Luigi Master's time, and he beat it like within like, well, to be honest, he took 8 hours on it. That's why it's top 1. But it was the one I used the Demon Slayer Akaza theme tune to. I made it all dramatic. Shock, I made it dramatic, but like, you know what I mean. So that's what we mean by 5-7. So it's a pretty tricky level, to be honest. But, you know. I'll look at Jordan's time, but no doubt you could cook Jordan on it. But poor Jordan, he was doing it in 2020 when I barely started the category myself, so we didn't really know what we were doing. This is a weird run. This could be pace. Well, not anymore. We love Akaza. Well, I do. Bro. Can't wait to torrent that new season. Because I'm not paying for Netflix. You can cancel me. You got 46 in 15 minutes. Well, I'm still picking it against you in an ILLT then. Because I reckon I can get 42 within 5 minutes. It's actually quite interesting. I might write down the times I think I can get within 5 minutes on each level. For like if I was to do an itemless IL league. I think I could get 1-138 within 5 minutes now. I think you're really overrating 37, Rad. It's not that good. Like, I'm keeping it high because of its prestige, its history, but bro, I literally did like a 1 minute intro just calling it a fraud, and I stand by that. Yeah, we now know it was probably top 1. You know, it was probably slightly better than 5-740, but I don't know, really. It's just got so much hype of being top 1 for like 3 months and this, that, the other. It's not that good, like, especially with the new edge crouch. I'm not down with the 1-1 hype train. So I reckon I'm getting 38 within 5 minutes, 100%. Or at very least 39. Like 39 is beyond free now. 1-2, as I said, I'm probably only getting like 49, 48 within 5 minutes. To be honest. 1-3, I'm definitely caking a 35 within 5 minutes. Heck, Galoopa might even be able to get a 34 within 5 minutes now. He's doing so well on this grind. Oh my god, enter the box. Look, it took me hours to get 1-1 as well. Like, yeah, I'm not beating you on 1-1, mate. Like, you haven't gone back to the level. Like, you keep looking at it through rose-tinted glasses. Like, bro, boo-hoo. Yeah, it was a top 5, like, last year. We know 1-138 was one of the best runs. And heck, you got it, like, before me and Galumba. Like, you got it back when me and Galumba couldn't even pace. Like, you were pacing mid-38s when we couldn't even get 38 ourselves. That edge crouch, honestly, you know, and now we know, like, how to keep more speed on that vectored long jump. It's not hard. Like, bro, you would cake 38. Like, trust me. 37, I don't even think it's a hot take because Luigi Master agrees with me. 6-643 is better than 1-137. I 100%. I think that. So if you can get that on a technical level, which isn't even your strength, because you're better at straight line. 1-1 is literally a straight line. You're getting that within 5 hours. Like, heck, like, it took me like 10 hours to get, and I didn't even know what I was doing. And like, I was immediately getting like really low 38s, like within like 5 minutes. So, and like Galumba took exactly the same amount of time. It's like a bad version of 9-5. Oh my days, come on. Finish it. Yeah, I'm gonna get 66. I think you'll get that. I think you're just scared of it. Because it took you a long time to get 38. Well, it took me months to tie the 38. It took me months to get 2-435. Like, we get better. Like, remember when you started the 6-6 grind? To be honest, I didn't think you were going to get better than 45. Because 44, I still think 44 and 6-6 is... I still think it's around 9-539 level. I think it's like... I mean, I say top 30, but the top 30's changed a lot now. I think probably top 40 now. I actually looked at the top 30 the other day. 2-3 is about to fall out of the top 30. Also, hey Rico, welcome to the stream. Good to see you in the chat. But like, when I saw that, I was like, yeah, this is getting ridiculous now. How is 2-30 about to fall outside the top 30? Also, whoa, King Boo, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Thanks for the good luck. I'm still plodding along on this game, believe it or not. Been 5 years now, and I still refuse to learn Catsuit. But, you know, Luigi Master's still finding his way to cook me on this category. So, you know, unfortunately, I'm not as good as you and Hilk and Shunji, so I can't really beat him like you guys used to do back in the day. But, hey-ho, I've got some good runs still. I'll probably get back to Champions Road at some point, because I want to get 146, 147 on that before I end up hanging my boots on this game. But I don't know, Itemless has come a long way, to be honest, on this game, considering it's the slower version. Like, there's a lot of times now where we're getting pretty close to the world records. Like, we're going for 1-333 now, and we're not even using the touchscreen on the Piranha. So, you know, on some vertical levels, we're not a million miles away. But, yeah, at the end of the day, Catsuit and Crouch Boost will always reign supreme on this game. But that's why I like Itemless on this game, because it's a different category. It's not just like Switch, where you basically play it like it's items. Is Catsuit better than this? Well, I don't know. To be honest, I would say yes. Even so, surprisingly, like, Luigi Master did rate his times on this game, like on this category, better than his Catsuit runs. He said he takes longer to get times here than his Catsuit runs, which is, I find, really strange. Because he's got 11-636 the other day, which is a ridiculous time with a Catsuit. And he said that's not as hard as him getting 39 on this category. So, I'll take that as a dub. Like, maybe some of my times aren't as bad as I thought, but, yeah. Oh my god, what am I doing? Right, I'm going to skip to get 66. I would like to come back to this at some point, but I don't know when, if I do it. Well, I mean, as I was saying to Hilk earlier, King Boo, like, you're both legends of the game. Like, if Shinji, you, Hilk, to us, anyone, like, Mudkips, Milk, you know, those sort of people from, like, 2020, 2019, if they want to come back to the game, you know, for ILs and stuff. And the good thing is you'll be coming back to the better version. Like, you know, Yandema, me, you, Preston, we all agree that this is a better version. Even Luigi Master does, to be honest. What games does he do? He does, like, Mario Maker now. Yeah, which is like recently what they've been doing is trying to like beat all the hardest levels and like all the levels on the older version of the game, which no one else had cleared before. So whilst there's still like an element of speedrunning there, it's more like competing levels which are like a million times harder than this, and like trying to complete it. And to be honest, I've seen some of the clears, like there was that level trimming the herbs or something, King Boo, which got completed the other day as well. And whilst it's only 12 seconds, like the amount of inputs you need for something like that is just ridiculous. And then yeah, what they've done, and like it's a bit like, you know, I was showing you Geometry Dash the other day, Izzy, like without me being called out for being like blasphemous, I would say it's probably more similar to that in terms of you're trying to complete like ridiculously hard levels, which like require incredible timing. But I'm not gonna lie, I actually think the movement on Mario Maker 2 for the 3D World game mode is better than the 3D World movement, and I kind of wish that the Switch version used the 3D World movement from Mario Maker 2 and made that the mechanics, because there's no crouch boosts, which automatically makes it a dub. But you can do so much like stuff. Like spin jumps on this game are quite clunky. You've got to buffer them really if you want to get them out. But on the Switch, I think you pretty much just on the Mario Maker, you literally press a button. Right, let's practice this entry because this is annoying. I've got to somehow get this edge crouch and diagonally go in that box, because I've had a few runs. Oh, okay, I forgot this cloud appears. Yeah, that's slow. But that's gonna. Yeah, I actually used to watch some of Chain Chomp Braden's streams when he was going for Trials of Death. Like, I find it ridiculous how it got cleared so quickly, because a level of that caliber, like, you know, I just can't even follow what's going on the level, which is that hard. So the fact that you guys can complete levels that difficult is just ridiculous. Like, it really is. It just shows what people can do, really. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie, Rad. Whenever I used to play Mario Maker 2, I used to just stick to the 3D World levels. You could call me a nostalgia merchant for this game, but I just really like the movement. Like, you know, doing the long jumps and, you know, seeing like some of the tanks as well, and like trying to do some of the ninjas as well. I mean, I was nowhere near as good at the ninjas as you were, King Boo, but I don't know. It's good fun. But yeah, I saw it got cheesed with Yoshi as well the other day, that level. But I know you want to do a legit clear on it. I've been following your server from time to time, to be honest. So I think that would be incredible, to be honest. That would be a really good achievement if you can do it. Right, as much as I like talking, let's actually see if I can get some paces now, because I've been playing pretty garbage the last 20 minutes. Let's just finish this run. This is like 69, 68 pace, but I don't know. I've got a few 66s earlier. Okay, I need to do that jump there. How is this 68 pace? Like, oh my god. I mean, yeah, it was good when I got it at the time, but okay, that's one way to maintain speed on this game. Two ending? No. What is that? I think you'll fix the cheese in your version. Yeah, that'll be cool. So how does it work though? Are you able to actually use the version of the game which, like the version of the level which Braden cleared, or do you have to remake the level? Because of course the servers are down now and like you can't share stuff, but I saw that people were saying that was something called like Pretendo or something where you can load certain levels. I mean, I find it ridiculous how they're already removing Switch support. I mean, yeah, I mean Wii U support, because yeah, the console's 12 years old now, but it's a real shame because there's still like a big community for Wii U, although it was like, you know, the black sheep of all the Nintendo consoles. But yeah, what is this? Right, that's a really good start. Right, let's get the slope boost. Nice. Nice. Right, I want to just practice this for a bit because this is annoying me. So I come down, boost, hold. There you go. It's just not hard. Like, bro, I am indeed washed, Izzy. I have not got a dupe in like 5 minutes. Level didn't get uploaded, so it's recreated version. Oh, fair enough. That's a shame. How could you even recreate a version like that? It's so. I just look at the level. There's so much going on. It's almost as impressive like to create it as well as complete it. But no, it's really impressive to see people complete that level because I wouldn't know what's going on. I know Rad Gamer does a lot of Mario Maker. Like you do, I've seen you do some pretty decent clears. I mean, no offense, Rad Gamer, they're nowhere near the difficulty as Trials of Death, but you know, it's cool because you know I definitely might come back to it at some point because I actually do own it on the Switch. Okay, this is slow. Okay, let's see if I can turn this into a 68. With a good climb. Okay. Oh my. I keep turning too early on this corner. Yeah, I need to turn a lot later. It's so inspiring seeing them. Yeah, I guess. Oh, okay, that makes sense. But still, like, it must take hours just to, like, make the level. There's so many objects. Oh my days. Did you say like Luigi Master in slow motion? Alright, calm down, Izzy, calm down. Just because he tied 2-4-34 in like 1/30th of the time it took me. Which I still think is complete bogus. Like, that, you know, I don't know. He's just built different. At least I know he would take like at least 4 hours to tie Champion Road. Because you have to actually learn it first. Even so, having said that, you probably tie it quite quickly. Okay, this is slow. Let's see if I can finish a 68. Because somehow even runs which are this bad are 68 pace now. Which is why I think it's so funny I haven't got a 67 yet. But this is like one of the last levels I think I can get a 2-second cut on. So I want to actually get a 2-second cut in one go. So I might just actually throw every time I've got a 67 pace. Come on, what is this angle? Okay, so I calm down. Okay, that's helpful. I mean, King Boo, is it still consensus that Trials of Death is the hardest level ever completed? Because I think there's... Wasn't there like Choco Speedrun 5 or something on Mario Maker 2 or another one of these things? Is it still like the consensus hardest level ever beaten in a Mario Maker game? Was it? Hey Galimba, welcome to the stream. You haven't missed much. I still haven't PP'd on this. Like, to be honest, I'm just treating this as a like 66 grind at this point. I'm just sort of memeing every time I'm on pace. I don't really care about 67 because I want to get like to 66. So I think it will be one of my top 10 runs, just about. But I've had 66 pace about 4 or 5 times, I reckon. Make that 5 if I can. Okay, this. No. I was about to say this is good speed, but it's just not. This is like, oh my days. This is garbage, this run. Like, I've been to that key coin about 2 seconds faster before. So this is like, yeah, this is basically 68 pace. Yeah, I can imagine it being subjective because, like, you know, even like when you're sort of rating like which runs are the best, like in speedruns, for example, like if you're not speedrunning the same level or the same category, it's really hard to prepare. But yeah, those two are the two hardest. Yeah, fair enough. Like, I mean, I've had some long grinds, as you'll know, Izzy. Like, I've had some long nights on this game where I've spent way too much time on a time which I shouldn't have. But like, what, Braden took 4,000 hours over 7 years to upload that level. Like, yeah, that's just crazy. Like, I don't think there's ever been anything that impressive in terms of, you know, speedrunning or like completing something hard. And like, he's a crack player at the game as well. So for somebody to take that long to do it and consistently like buff the level every time they got close to finishing it is just some feat. I mean, the longest I've spent on a grind is 61 hours on 11-6, which ended in the worst way possible because I somehow got the luckiest edge grind, which saved half a second, which meant that it basically obsoleted my time immediately. But that would have been probably the best run in the category to date if I got it. So that was fun. And then I did 28 hours on 2-4. But again, like, I got pace about at least 80 times in that grind, so if I just got Luigi Master Luck and got it first time somehow, as soon as he got pace, then yeah, that would have been a lot shorter. But yeah, I just like these levels, so I don't really care if it takes me a bit longer. Sometimes I'd probably just throw on purpose in my mind, just so I can play it a bit more. Or in this case, I'm going to choke another... no. Didn't get the key coin. This is not better than 67 pace anyway. Especially if I can't get that turn. But no, at this point, like, we're running out of levels to improve on this category, I think. You know, so I said that, but, like, I was saying that back in 2020, like an idiot. Saying, oh, this time's maxed. But, like, you know, I don't know. I think there's... I still think... Like, this could go as low as 64. Like, this is a really technical level. So if I get 66, it'll be a really good run. But eventually, you know, if people still play this category, it will go lower. And there's, like, levels like 10-2 as well. Like, really technical. But, like, we're getting to the point where, like, because I'm not allowing crouch jumps in this category, apart from, like, slope boosts and, like, edge crouches, like, it's going to get maxed at some point. Like, 2-3 is probably already close to maxed, if not maxed. You know, some of the simpler levels for sure are, but yeah. That's it, Rad. Rub it in. You're right, though. It was a stupid grind. Like, and I did not pace myself well on that at all. Like, it came to the point where it wasn't fun anymore, and as soon as the fun stops, you know, without trying to quote a gambling website, when the fun stops, stops. And it's the same in speedrunning as well. Like, I'm only doing this level... or like these grinds now because I enjoy it. Like, as soon as it stops being fun, which is probably after like the 20-hour mark on most grinds, just take a break. You know. But this really should not be taking me that much longer to get even 66, to be honest. Like, it's not the most ridiculous time. To be honest, it's probably one of the worst times I've got in the last month, even if I get the 66. Because what, this is 67 pace, and this has been a pretty garbage run, so like... And it's all thanks to that new skip, which saves literally a whole second. There's still a lot of levels to optimize, yeah. I mean, look, I put, what, a theoretical times list, and we're still like, what, 3-4 minutes out. Which is an average about 2 seconds a level. So, I totally agree with that. But I just think, you know, the thing is with crouch jumps is, if I allowed it on a category like this, it could literally just be like, oh, add more crouch jumps and you get the time. Whereas, we're having to look for new ways to find time. Like, you know, we're having to look for new skips. You know, yeah, you could just add some more edge crouches in, but you've got to be creative with some of them. I really don't understand how I keep missing this final warp box, though. I'm really worried that I'm going to get a really good run, and I'm going to miss the ending. Because I'm an idiot. Right, slow. Your message being ignored. Okay, so I reckon this will be my 8th best run if I get 66. It will be my 25th best run if I get 67. Because, you know, it's quite a tricky level, so there's not much difference between the 66 and the 67. And I reckon it will be the 16th or 17th best run overall. It's basically as good as 4-4 48. And Luigi Master said he struggled with that today. So I reckon he'd struggle with this as well. Because it's not like a level he could just go in a straight line. But yeah. Yeah, I'll be through in a minute. I'll probably head to dinner soon. But, you know, I might pick up streaming a bit later. I'm having a lot of fun, to be honest. I'm not playing that well. But, you know, I just like talking. Oh, yeah, I forgot you haven't even streamed the strat yet, Lugalumba. I should have sent you the run I had earlier. Like, basically, whenever you see me get to the last key coin at 353 or 354 pace, just imagine what a run would have to look like to get there at mid 355 pace. That's what I had earlier. I had a run which got right to the end, and it was so fast that the last, I think it was like one of the electrode enemies was really out of position because it was on like another cycle, and it ended up catching me right at the end. But knowing me, I would have choked the ending anyway. But like, I had a really good run earlier. But yeah, it will be my 8th best run if I can get 66. I mean, I initially thought 66 would probably only be like my top 15. But I don't know, like, I've got a few times, but I do think you do need like a mid to high 366 box. Or no, 336 box in order to get 66. Because 2 endings are not free on this level. I thought they were, but they're not. Okay, so I had a run which was about 2.5 seconds faster than that. I mean, this has been a pretty terrible run, but, you know. 2.5 seconds is quite a big deal. I mean, what would this be if I can actually land? Oh, I can't land in the box. I mean, I guess that would have been like 69 if I got in first time. Oh, are you talking about Mario Percent? About the history of it? When you say history of it, like, it's not as deep as I'm probably made it out to be. You know I always over-dramatize stuff, Rad. My videos just dramatize stuff for the sake of it nowadays. But no, it was quite cool. You know, because there was a guy called Adrillic back in the day who was about a top 5 any percent runner. And he was the only guy who did Mario Percent, really. And I just thought, well, it's probably quite, well, it was quite a hard record at the time, but I was able to get, like, what, 12 minutes faster in the end. Once a warp was put into place. So it was just nice to, like, take a new category which hadn't really been explored to, like, a new level. See, I had to run 2 seconds faster than that Goomba. And that was, you know, this hasn't been the worst run. This is like a 68. I've had about so many 68 paces at this point, though, that I don't really care. Can I actually land in the box, though? Like, come on. This is just getting annoying. Can I 2-ending like this? Maybe. That's not a lot slower. So if I don't get speed into the box, I might have to do that. I think the most interesting point in history, though, was 2020, because like that's when crouch jumps were getting mainstream in Wii U. What am I having for dinner? I guess I'm just gonna have to find out. I'll probably put the stream on hold. I probably should be heading off in any second now, but it's been good fun. Haven't got a PB, but I don't really care. Like, in my mind, I've already got 67. I'm grinding for 66. And I'm just having fun with this level, so it's fine. Like, this is getting really consistent now. That was really bad. No speed at all. Yeah, we can still do something with this run, or not. Well, I appreciate you guys tuning into the stream. I'll probably cut it short in a bit. I know, it's been good fun. Like, I actually just really like this level, and it was one of the only few levels I liked on the Switch version as well. But I don't know, it's definitely not in my favorite sort of levels in Wii U, but it's up there. It's definitely a better than average level. Hello. Right, okay. This is slow, so we could just YOLO it now. So technical. Right, I'm going to call it there for now. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I will probably be back in about half an hour or so, 20 minutes. And I may not do another stream today, but I may jump back on YouTube, you know. It's more fun than Twitch, so I'll probably jump back soon. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks for giving Creation a shout out at any time. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the stream, guys. And yeah, I mean, hopefully the commentary made up for the lack of good gameplay towards the end. But yeah, I just had a good time. So yeah. And yeah, see you guys.